What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Grand Junction, Colorado. Another glorious March day here up on the National Monument. And today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what the heck are things going to cost you when you move out this way. We're going to talk about it right now. What's going on, everybody? I'm Robert Hayes, and along with my wife Christie and the rest of the team, we are the Hayes Home Group right here in gorgeous Grand Junction, Colorado. Hey, if you guys have any questions about Window Rock Overlook, which is where we're at today, look at those snow caps there in the background. Just again, a phenomenal March day here in Grand Junction. Then there's only one way we can help you guys. The information popping up below. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send the carrier pigeon. They'll make it this far. We will always have your back with any questions, and we'll definitely have your back when you're ready to make that move to that. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, you know, you've already kind of figured out, yep, this is where we want to be, these incredible landscapes. But before we do that, what are things going to cost me out there in Grand Junction, Colorado? So what I thought I would do is give you guys our actual pay receipts or invoices, whatever you want to call it, that we actually pay, at least some of them anyway, here in Grand Junction. Now, obviously, the big one is going to be, what is the home cost out there in Grand Junction? Well, our median home price is right at $400,000. So that's everything, guys. That is going to be homes that are, you know, 100 grand all the way up to $1 million. Our median's right about 400 for that nice little 3-2. Now, I looked at Forbes, and that had some of the most recent information as far as the cost of living in Grand Junction. It's actually 9% lower than the national average. It's almost 20% lower or below the Colorado cost of living average. So yeah, if you guys are looking to save a few bucks in Colorado, you'll certainly do that. Look at this day, guys. I just cannot get over how gorgeous it is out here. All right, let's talk about some bills. Other than the median home price of $400,000, I think probably the biggest savings that you guys are going to have, especially you West Coast folks, definitely you Texas folks coming out this way, is going to be property taxes. Look at our property tax. Christy and I live in a modest, it's a little under 2,000 square feet. It's, 3.2, nothing crazy. Our property taxes for this year are $2,000, a little over $2,000. Now, those Texas folks, those West Coast folks, basically they're looking at $2,400 or $2,000 per month, not per year. So yeah, you guys are going to love that savings coming from Texas, California, maybe even New York. I don't know where else the property taxes are just astronomical, but yep, $2,000 a year is what we pay, so not too shabby. Right over there, guys, that structure, that's the visitor center on the west end of the monument entrance. Well, not at the entrance. You get at the entrance, you go up, I think, like a couple of miles, get to the top, and that's the visitor center right there. And they've got little things inside for the kiddos. You push all the buttons and things happen. So pretty cool. You could take that road. It's about 22 miles all on top of the monument. And that'll basically just spit you out right on Highway 340 on the east side of the monument. It's spring break right now. You got some people down here checking out these gorgeous views. All right, let's go on to gas and electric. Here's our gas and electric bill for last month. $205. That's actually was $224, I'm sorry. So that was basically for Christie wanting a spa, which we finally pulled the trigger on, and we're heating that sucker up to 104 24 hours a day. So that 224 probably would have been you know, with the first digit of a 1, but with that spa cranking at 104 every day, probably kick that up a little bit, but not much. Most of the neighborhoods here in Grand Junction, a good vast majority anyway, are going to have gas and electric with the same company, XL Energy. There's some secret, sneaky spots, I should say, that are not going to have that bill on one bill. But again, gas and electric, a little over 200 bucks, not too bad. The 205 was actually internet and internet speeds and cable. That's what we're paying per month. And it's Spectrum, it's here in Grand Junction, and it's probably the one that you're going to use unless you're on the outskirts of town. Not too bad. We don't have anything crazy on cable. Christie definitely needs to have her Lifetime, so whatever channel package that is, in Hallmark, of course. So just kind of basic cable, and then high-speed internet. The internet speeds, I have to talk to my son about the gigabyte speeds and all that stuff, but it works great for our business. So yeah, 205, not too bad. Now what about homeowners insurance? I know some folks from Florida, even in California lately, they were having trouble just getting homeowners insurance. We were paying almost, or not even $1,000 a year, $907 for home insurance. Again, for a 3-2, a little under 2,000 square feet. Certainly reasonable, at least in our opinion. Let's go on to trash service. Now, the funny thing here in Grand Junction is you got a few choices. Now, we're using Waste Management, and it's about 130 bucks per quarter. So that basically means what, 40 something bucks for a monthly fee. You could go, there's another excuse me, Republic Service, even the city of Grand Junction, depending on where you live, they also have trash service. So there's 2, 3, maybe even 4. So could we go a little cheaper? Maybe, but I'll tell you what I did and why we're still with Waste Management paying that $130 a quarter. Not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that. I put a 12-pack of Stella Artois and a little Christmas card for our trash guy. They do a great job for us. And ever since then, the funniest thing, my empty trash can goes right back up to where he got it from on trash day. I don't have to lift a finger. So yeah, we're just gonna stay with Waste Management. I think that's definitely well worth it. Next up, what about city water? Here's our water bill from last month, 34 bucks. Not too dang shabby, right? And the reason why it's not very expensive is, and I've mentioned this before on this channel, most of the homes in the Grand Valley, probably 95%, I'm just guessing at that, but I'm probably pretty close, are gonna have irrigation water available to you, and usually that's with your HOA, which HOA fees are going to range anywhere between, I would say the standard is like $200 to $300 per year for HOA dues. And that covers your irrigation water for your landscaping, watering your lawn. That is not city water that you're going to use for that. So basically you're paying for, you know, showers that you're taking and doing the dishes, that sort of thing. 34 bucks a month. Not too bad for water. Now, as far as gas, not natural gas, but actually just going to pump up your tank with gas in your car, the last that I pulled from yesterday was $2.97 down there at Sam's Club, $2.97 a gallon. So I don't think that's too bad. I'm sure it's like what, $9 a gallon in California, something like that. I'm sure it might be a little cheaper than that in some parts of the country, but I don't think $2.97's bad at all. Now, as far as transportation goes, it's such a small valley, guys. Really don't need a light rail or anything like that. Of course, you got your Ubers and that sort of thing, but the valley is only 15 miles wide, east-west, and it's only 8 miles north-south. But there is GVT, Grand Valley Transit, if you want to take the bus It's a $1.50 one way, I think, from like 6:30 to 10:30. If you're a senior, you have disabilities, it's half that price. And they have discounts for those that are seniors and those with disabilities any time of the day. And from my understanding, just what I read, if you're a student at CMU, you can ride that dang bus for free. You just got to go online and kind of log in and do that sort of thing. So yeah, we do have a bus service, but you don't really need it here in Grand Junction as far as light rail or anything like that. So there you go, guys. Cost of living, what things are going to cost you here in Grand Junction. It is, again, from a national average, almost 10% below that. And from a Colorado standpoint, almost 20% below the Colorado average. So I think you guys are going to be doing just fine, especially with those property taxes, third lowest in the country. So again, guys, as much as we love doing these dang videos, we'd love nothing more than to absolutely crush your real estate goals when heading out this way. So the information popping back up below, reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or yep, even send the carrier pigeon. We will always have your back with any questions, and we will definitely have your back when you're ready to make that move here to gorgeous Grand Junction. Till the next video, we'll catch you later.